Hi there.
Hi.
Okay. So if you could start out by just telling us who you are and what you do.
My name is Kate Watson. I'm an integrated marketing communications major at Ithaca College. I actually just started a blog, so that's fun. I'm into
What's
that
the
kind of
blog
thing.
about?
It's a like lifestyle, like fashion sort of blog. But yeah, I like that kind of thing. I like connecting with people, and that's like a
Yeah.
fun way to do it.
I love that it's lifestyle and fashion
Yeah.
because it's kind of what we're talking about
Fashion is a
today.
lifestyle.
Well, yeah, because it's like, well, think about this. In terms of you as a human person, how, and it's interesting that you're in marketing also, how does, how do the images of beauty ideals in the media affect you in your own life?
My own life.
Yeah.
I think that, well, recently I think that every few years there's changes in body type and what is like the hot and what's not. And I think that like now, especially more than ever, like curviness is in, and the like straight rail bodies aren't really like what was the standard, especially like in like if you look at New York Fashion Week and especially like magazines recently. Ashley Graham, the model, she's on the cover of like Sports Illustrated, and I think that that's amazing when you think about like who the prior models were and how skinny bodies were just, you either had that or you didn't, and there wasn't a representation of anything else.
Yeah, and that's a great synopsis of how media, the ideals of beauty shift in the media. But how does that affect you as a person? How do you see when you look in the mirror,
Yeah.
faced with what the ideals of beauty were when it was the stick rail
Right.
person, and then its metamorphosis into the more curvy
Yeah.
models? How does that affect you?
I was always like a skinny like girl growing up, and I, as like people like the Kardashians and figures like that came in, I think that I started like resenting the fact that I wasn't curvy and didn't have that kind of body type. And there's been like instances in my life too where it's like people have like pointed that out, and I've been like, I guess like made fun of for not having boobs, not having a butt, and like those are like, it's not something that you have control over, and that was like a big deal for me, and especially in early middle school, just the fact that like I didn't have what was like becoming the ideal body type. I was built like a 12-year-old boy like for the longest time, and I still kind of am, but I think that evolution has kind of it affected me.
How did it affect you? I mean, did it affect the way you ate, or exercise, or just the way you talked to yourself as a person?
Yeah. I think that, I don't know if it wasn't necessarily like diet habits or the way that I really talked to myself, but it was more like the clothes that I wore and the things. Like I remember like in sixth grade specifically, a boy, he literally called me Flat Stanley. Like, I don't know if you know like the book character, but I remember like asking my mom, like, I need to get like a padded bra, like I need to like change how I present myself, because I was dressing, I was always like a tomboy, sort of, in what I was dressing and wearing. And I think that that boy, like, he did make a difference in my life and like how I felt like I should like present myself, because I wasn't like the most girly girl always, especially like when I was younger.
Speaking of how people in society, media, how you saw yourself, how you wanted, when you went to your mother and asked her to change things, help you change things about your appearance. Who is a performer or celebrity? You mentioned the Kardashians, but
Yeah.
who is a celebrity whose body type you really wanted? Who did you want to look like?
When I was younger, I would definitely say the Kardashians, and that whole like the aesthetic of what they looked like, and they had voluptuous like bodies, and they were like what was considered like the hot like body type, and I think definitely like people like that have such a strong influence over what we feel like we should look like, and it's not natural, it's not real, and it's hard to find. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You,
Yeah.
yeah, you were talking about the Kardashians and that body type not being, you said natural or real. Do you mean attainable?
Yeah. I would say it's not attainable for everyone, and they definitely that's not something that everyone can achieve, because they do have a whole long list of people that help them to look the way they do. It's surgeons or doctors that give them and personal trainers that help them like achieve that physique. And I think also the fact that they were always so put together and always looked so good. And I went through phases where like I was trying to emulate the way they did their makeup and was putting on like green and purple eyeshadow, because I thought that was like, the more makeup you put on, the more like beautiful you appear, because they wear so much. But again, their lifestyle is different, and they're not, Caitlin Watson in 6th grade. Like that's not, it's not realistic. But I would say, definitely people in the media really did like affect me and like the way that I presented myself.
Now, you said, that's not something Caitlin Watson could do. But in terms of a celebrity or a performer that you admire, who is a performer or a celebrity that you would like to be like, not look like, but that Caitlin Watson would like to be like?
That I would like to be like a
Yes.
celebrity. I would say probably Olivia Palermo.
Olivia Palermo?
Yeah.
Why?
She was actually on a reality show spinoff of The Hills. It was called The City, but she is like a New York socialite. Well, I guess that is still, I don't know. It's hard to separate being like and looking like, because I feel it's just, it's so hard. I mean, she definitely.
What has she done that you admire?
Yeah, that's
a different
different. It's a
question.
completely different question.
It's
Yeah,
not about lifestyle.
Yeah, I think
or-
that those are so like intertwined.
Yeah.
Like,
So, okay, you're right. It is very intertwined. But who is a performer or a celebrity whose actions inspire you?
yeah. I think that women like Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham.
Yeah, and
Why?
because I just, when she speaks out about feminism, and she does talk about body types a lot, and I think that she is a reason why in media, like it is, the body types are more accepted and different. It's
Then
like
not that kind of girl.
she wrote that book. Yeah. And she is the writer, and I think she is, I believe, the director too of the show, the HBO show Girls, and she doesn't have like what the media would consider the ideal body type, but she's proud of it and she owns it, and I think that that's something that's inspiring.
So if you had something you wanted to say, like you're going to do a pitch because you're going into marketing, so you're going to do a pitch. What would be a pitch to inspire people about their image of themselves? What's something you would say to those people if you had to give a pitch for a PSA or a promo or something?
Yeah.
What would you want to say?
I think approaching like female athletes and people and performers in general, and asking them like, what makes you feel most beautiful, and because I feel like especially people like Ronda Rousey, she isn't she doesn't have a curvy body. She isn't she's an athlete. She's strong, and that's beautiful. And I think just asking women who are public figures, I feel like I'm like on a rant. There was that the calendar this year of I can't remember what it's called, but Amy Schumer was in it, and it was, usually they do like models and that kind of thing, but she was in it, and she isn't a size 2, and she still presented her body and was confident, and she looked hot in the picture. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
The
despite,
Pirelli calendar, 2016 Pirelli calendar.
yeah,
Yes.
that's that. And yeah, usually I think the calendar had a history of presenting women that had really ideal body types, that super skinny waists, and but they were still had curves, which is like isn't a super typical body type. But I thought it was so cool that they were doing candid photos of women who were proud of their bodies and were strong and happy and didn't look like they were like skipping meals,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Kate, do me a favor. I want you to just flutter your arms out, all the way out like a butterfly, and I want you to tell me what's beautiful about Kate. Stay just like that. The thing that is beautiful about Kate is.
Should I start the sentence that way?
Yes, ma'am.
The thing that is beautiful about Kate, I think it's my.
Look at the camera.
Okay,
Straight at
is this the camera?
The thing that is beautiful. Tell the camera. Flutter the arms out. You're like a butterfly. There you go. That's my girl.
Yeah.
The thing that is beautiful about Kate is.
The thing that is beautiful about Kate is her ability to empathize.
Good. And what else? Because you were covering Kate up. I don't like it when you cover Kate.
Yeah. This is a nerve-wracking situation. I mean, I know.
Diggity, yay! So you're out here, you're fluttering like a butterfly. Float around, float around,
Fluttering.
float
I
around.
know.
Yeah, float around, move around.
Maybe she'll flutter better if you go with her.
I will. Okay, so we're gonna float around. The butterflies have come out. Hello, I'm a butterfly. Move around.
Okay.
Yes, fly around with me. Fly, fly, because I'm a ridiculous human being. Now, the thing that is beautiful about Kate is.
I mean, is this like just something I feel I'm proud of?
Yes.
I think like the way I think.
The way you think.
Yeah.
How about your eyes?
I mean, sure. I mean, they're green.
You are so adorable. Okay, one of the things I want you to do, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
I want you to go look in a mirror, and I want you to appreciate what you see in the mirror, as well as what's inside. Because what's inside is expressed outside. You carry yourself beautifully, and you are tall, and you are strong, and you are shaking, and you don't need to shake.
This is like I'm like so nervous right now.
I know, because why do you think you're nervous?
These are like things that I think in my head, like about like your insecurities and stuff, but I think like actually like talking about them is like a difficult thing to do. And it makes you like emotional, like just to think like of how you felt when you were younger about like images in the media, like with bodies and stuff.
Right.
And I feel like it's something though that everyone struggles with, but
Yeah. So, can you look at me and tell me what's beautiful about you? We know what's beautiful inside, but you're a beautiful person outside too. What's beautiful?
I think that I have nice legs.
You do! You have awesome legs. They go forever.
I mean, yeah, that's like something
Yeah.
I flaunt. But I mean, yeah.
So you have beautiful legs, you have beautiful eyes, you have a beautiful soul, you're smart, you're intelligent. You know, you are so intelligent, and you're gonna do amazing things in the world.
I hope so.
I know so. Because you want to.
You're like making me emotional right now.
Good.
Like,
What are you thinking?
but I hope that's true. Sometimes I doubt that, but
Don't doubt yourself. It happens, but.
yeah.
Or the realistic thing, It's okay to doubt yourself, but don't let the doubt paralyze you.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah, thank you.
You're super cool.
Thank you, that was cool. That was like a fun thing.
Yeah.
I see beyond body because I'm more than that. And I think that we're all so much more than that. I'm smart. I love people, and I think that appearance is just a small part of who I am as a person. And yeah, is there anything else you want me to